puts it up for the win. Oh, my. What a play by Dirk. Step back move for the win. Got it. Inside Kuz. Oh! Up ahead, look out. Hello, Stoudemire. Oh, he's stuffed.
Yes, it's time to talk free agents, and those were some of the nastiest dunks you will ever see, all from this past year. I'm personally still buzzing over the LeBron James rack job on James Johnson. That brought me out of my seat at home. Well, welcome back, everybody. It's Bones, it's Smitty, it's Kamla, it's DA, and it is time to talk free agency. Let's show you right now. These are 10 huge names that are going to be on the open market starting July 1st. You've heard of that first guy, and you've heard of that second guy. You've heard of all these guys. James Wade, Dirk, Bosh, Amari, Boozer, Johnson, Allen, David Lee, and Shaq. They're already millionaires, and they're about to get richer. Now, David recently... LeBron James told Larry King that Cleveland has the edge in reacquiring him. Now, was he just telling Cleveland and Akron what they want to hear? Was he just telling the basketball world what he thinks we want to hear? Or is there something to that, and where do you think he's going to go?
You know, again, I'm going to say this until July 1st. Anybody that tells you they know what LeBron James is going to do is lying to you.
Does he know what he wants to do?
I don't think he does. I don't think he knows what he wants to do yet. I think he's going to look at a lot of different factors. Obviously, winning is important, but I think, lifestyle is important, city is important, all of those things are important. General happiness, all of those things. If you're telling me I have to pick a place now, I'm going to say the Chicago Bulls. And the reason why I say the Chicago Bulls is because I think LeBron genuinely enjoys the city of Chicago. I think he would really look forward to playing with Derrick Rose and with Joe Noah. And I think a new coach in Tom Thibodeau is a guy that's going to be a defensive guy. I think LeBron likes that. But I don't know, and I don't think anybody else does either.
I understand. Bones, what do you think? Where's LeBron going, in your opinion?
I'm not sure. I'm with DA. I mean, obviously, this is all going to play out. But, DA, you're definitely going to be on board with me with this thought, and I'll take the heat from the commissioner. I think that LeBron James should say, I want to start a team in Seattle. And
there you go.
Put a new franchise up in the Northwest.
I'm with you. Call them the LeBrons.
Yeah. Just let's get it over with.
Call them the LeBrons.
I'm with you on that, Bones.
Yeah, I love your continued love for Seattle. I really do, man. You continue to adapt that great city.
Love
and
the Emerald.
It's unfortunate that they're out, but they're out. And we move on. Smitty, where do you think LeBron's going?
Well, I think Chicago. I think everything points to Chicago. And like DA said, we don't know, and this is LeBron's decision. But you have to guess. I think everything is in place as far as the city, the lifestyle, and also you have a great point guard, Young, and also know a great center. So for me, I would think everything points to Chicago.
I agree, and Knick fans are out there like going, I didn't hear my team once, except Kamla just trying to get it out there. I don't know. Chicago seems like a real good fit to me. What the hell do I know? I do want to ask you this, Smitty, because a lot of the talk is, LeBron is going to go somewhere with somebody else. So of those free agents, the big names that we just saw, what's the best fit for LeBron? What's the most realistic fit for LeBron?
But I think it also comes down to winning, and then that's what you call sacrifice. And if you have to sacrifice to take some of these guys, somebody has to take less money. But let's look at the situation where if it's LeBron, James, and Joe Johnson, I think they fit well. Joe Johnson can play off the basketball. He did it in Phoenix. And let's also throw in Dirk Nowitzki, two guys that really everybody talks about can solidify their career. They can get a championship. Dirk and LeBron together, I think that would be unbelievable. Dirk playing against Noah. Now he can just be Dirk floating around. You have a tough guy and rebounding in Joakim Noah. So I think those two guys, if Dirk, in my opinion, could go with LeBron, that really solidified him as a pretty good team.
Interesting.
If LeBron really wants to win, he can sign for the mid-level with the Lakers next year. I mean, if it's all about winning.
The mid-level exception has been thrown out there.
Take $35 million from the Lakers, and if you want to win.
But the mid-level exception was thrown out there as a possibility for LeBron by a former colleague of ours who is now a boss with the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah,
let me talk to you about Wade. Let's get into his scenario a little bit. I have never gotten the impression that he was going to leave. And I like how the organization has postured it in terms of, we're the best organization in basketball. We're the best organization for Dwayne Wade. We love Dwayne Wade. He's going nowhere. I really think Cleveland needed to take the same kind of tack as Miami. So I think we agree that Wade's not going anywhere. So who is he getting to Miami to help?
I think he's probably going to stay in Miami. I don't get any vibe that he's looking for Chicago or New Jersey for that matter. So, yeah, the question is, who does he play with? I think either Stoudemire or Boozer make the most sense for him there. A power forward that can really create some havoc inside, especially Stoudemire. I think Stoudemire is a great fit for him down there in Miami.
Bones, let's continue talking about Amari Stoudemire. Do you think he's going to stay in Phoenix? Because they clearly want him back, but it's a money thing.
I don't know if going on your Twitter account and asking your fans if you should go to another team is the best way to take this, best course of action for Amari. But I'll tell you what, if I got a guy who's bringing me chocolates and the best of steak dinners and Steve Nash and setting the table for me, I'm not leaving.
Right.
I'm not going anywhere. I have a deal in place that keeps me very comfortable, keeps me in Phoenix, and keeps me playing with the best setup man in the league. So I don't think that Amari Stoudemire's issue should be as pressing as a guy like Chris Bosh or even Carlos Boozer during this summer and this process. I don't know why you'd want to leave that opportunity.
Right. Smitty, I want to ask you about the New York Knicks. They've got a ton of cap space, obviously. The entire thrust of the organization, I mean, really they had 2 lame duck years, okay? Gearing up, trading Jamal Crawford, trading Zach Randolph, really just eschewing competitiveness for the sake of all this cap space. Here they are, baby. A couple of weeks, they get to spend all this cash. How do you see them doing it? Who do you think is going to maybe want to go to New York?
Well, because of the cash. I think a lot of people want to go to New York, but I think what they did is they put everything in LeBron James. It's like LeBron James or bust. Unfortunately, if LeBron James doesn't sign with the New York Knicks, I feel bad for the players who sign for Knicks, because it'd be so much pressure to have to play after saying, hey, I can come after LeBron James and be LeBron James. And who can be LeBron James to New York Knicks? So for me, it's a bust if they don't get LeBron James.
DA, quickly before we go to break, the Dirk Nowitzki situation. I mean, there are probably people out there who have just been clocking the playoffs saying, Dirk's a free agent? What's going on? I didn't think he was leaving Dallas. So just give him a quick little update on that.
Well, I mean, he's indicated he's going to opt out of his contract, the final year of his contract, which will make him an unrestricted free agent. Now, a lot of people believe that the only reason that this is being done is really kind of a bookkeeping thing, that he can, because of he's been with Dallas his whole career, get a no-trade clause in his contract, and that's very important. I think Kobe Bryant's the only guy in the league right now that has a no-trade clause in his contract. So by opting out and getting a new contract, he can do that. He can also save the Mavericks money on the salary cap by starting a new deal over, but get more money overall in a new deal. So there's a lot of machinations going there. But again, I told you, somebody told me last week that Dallas is worried. You know, and I guess they should be. Anytime a guy becomes a free agent, somebody can throw money at him and get his interest.
Now, here's the bottom line. Last year, the same situation with Jason Kidd. He could have gone anywhere. He went back to Dallas. They're hoping the same thing happens this summer with Dirk Nowitzki.